Me. I wish I could see you guys right back. So if you are fairly new to yoga class, please take it easy. If I'm moving a little too fast, or I'm doing stuff that are a little too hard, just go to child's pose, recover, and then join back in. This is not a beginner class, but I will try and cover pretty much all the bases. And my name is Narmina. If you have never taken my class, welcome. Absolutely love having you, and seriously miss all of you guys. Can't wait for this whole thing to become live. Right now, I'm just speaking into this computer and I'm seeing myself. Anyway, so if you've done another class and you want to just have a little bit of stretchiness to this particular hour, please help yourselves. If you're just waking up, let's just go ahead and do just that. Okay, I'm going to be moving around and I'm going to be telling you where you will be on the mat. But I will be turning around so that you can see every single angle, and you can also see my reflection in the mirror. Stand up at the very front of the mat and settle in here. Just relax. Relax through your knees, relax through your shoulders. Take a nice deep inhale, maybe gently move side to side. Maybe close your eyes if it feels good. Roll your shoulders up, back and down, soft knees. Try and flatten your feet as much as you can. They are your foundation here. Reach your arms all the way up. And first it's your right arm. Breathe into the right side of your body, and then the left one. We're going to start with a little bit of movement here, and reach both of them all the way up. Soften your knees as you come into the easy forward fold. Drop your head, drop your shoulders, and then see if you can straighten your legs completely. Maybe you can place your hands on the floor. If you're not reaching, please consider bringing some kind of a pillow or something else that helps you. And soften your knees again, drop your head and lift all the way up. Nice long exhale as you do that. And again, soft through your knees, reaching your right arm up. And then your left one. And then both of them, straighten your legs this time. Lean back, arching it. And once again, melt down over your thighs. Drop your head, relax your knees. And again, straighten your legs, lift up, standing tabletop. Arms are stronger now. And once again, soften everything. And maybe sway side to side just a little bit. And then take a nice deep inhale. And with an exhale, start to lift all the way up again. We're going to go ahead and do that one more time. Reaching our right arm up and left. And now both. A little stronger pose, lean as far back as available, and once again, go ahead and come and melt down. With your next inhale, release those hamstrings and open up through your chest. And now, go ahead and soften your legs, hands are on the floor, and you're gonna bring your right leg back. Bring your right knee on the floor and press your left knee forward. Now, if that hurts your knee, then go ahead and make sure that your heel and your knee are aligned. Otherwise, bring your knee just a tiny bit more forward. Low lunge, open up through your chest, reach your arms all the way up, breathe. Another big arch here, separating your rib cage from your belly. Inhale, and then exhale. Bring your hips just a tiny bit back and rotate to the left side of your body. Drop your arms. Inhale, up again, a little bit of more movement, and exhale again, rotate. One more time. Inhaling, lifting, 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 and exhaling down. Inhale, lift again. Reach all the way up and bring your hands back on the floor. Tuck your left toes. We're going to straighten both legs.
forward fold. Once again, consider using blocks, pots, or anything else that can help you get into this. 2 more breaths. Nice and easy. Shift your left hip slightly back, right heel slightly forward. Lift your upper body, soften your knees, and bring your right foot forward. Mount over. And then straighten both legs, and once again, standing tabletop. Soften your knees and lift all the way up again. Little by little, figuring things out. Reach and come as far back as you feel comfortable. And once again, go for a forward fold, but keep your knees nice and soft. Still figuring things out here. Once again, standing tabletop, straightening your legs. And with an exhale, drop and left leg goes back. Drop your left knee on the floor. Figure out what you want to do with your right knee here, whether it's going to go over your toes or will be aligned with your heel. Settle in here, find your balance, and lift your arms up. Inhale, reach, breathe. Enjoy that rib cage away from your belly. Once again, inhale. And with an exhale, we're going to go for rotation. Shift your hips slightly back, rotate, and press forward. Inhaling up, exhaling forward. One more time. Inhaling back again. All the way up, hands are back on the floor, tuck your left toes and straighten both legs. 3 breaths here, trying to really stretch your hamstrings, your calf of the left leg. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Soften your right knee, soften your left. Place your hands closer to your right foot and bring your right leg back. For this one, if you feel comfortable staying on your toes, that's great. If you're not, just drop on your knees. You're going to lean into the right side of your body, rotate and reach and really, really, really open, just opening. And with an exhale, bring your left hand back on the floor, rotate to the left side and open. Coming back. And bring yourself into downward facing dog, and from here, walk your feet all the way forward, and we are in forward fold. Very nice. Keep your legs very, very straight. If you can, grab your big toes. If you cannot, grab your calves. Inhale, and with an exhale, flat back. Your chest comes as close to your knees as possible. Inhale and exhale again. Soften your knees and lift into your first chair pose of the day. Your hands are at your heart center. Roll your shoulders back. 2 more breaths. Drop your hips as low as there we go. 1 more. And lift all the way back up. Oh, wonderful. I'm going to turn around so that you can see what I'm looking for. Your feet are hip width apart here. Clasp your hands. Rotate them up toward the ceiling. Lean to the right. Come through the center with an inhale. And lean to the left. Opening up one more time, leaning as far back as you possibly can, and swan dive. Keep your back arched and draw your chest all the way down toward your knees. Knees are very straight. Hands are back on the floor. Lift up into your tabletop position. And from here, you're going to go ahead and bend your knees, and left leg goes back. Very nice. Open up into your lunge. This time your knee is staying right above your ankle. Draw your shoulders back. We're going to open up into warrior two. So go ahead and rotate your left heel. Place it on the floor and bring your arms to a T. Soften your gaze. It is over your right fingertips. You are strong. We're going to go back into crescent and again into warrior two. Ready? And inhale. Lift that left heel. And exhale, warrior two. You should feel a nice big stretch in that inner thigh. And again, inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Rotate your right hand. Let's go ahead and reverse our warrior and straighten our left leg at the same time. And we're going to go into extended side angle. Right forearm on your right thigh. Left arm is reaching in the opposite direction. And again, let's go all the way back. Straighten your right leg. Breathe. Right side of your body is really opening up. And again, extended side angle. Nice and easy. Just move. Flow. One more time. Listen to your own body. Straighten your right leg. And extended side angle. Beautiful. Rotate from warrior two into your lunge. Nice. Bring your hands on the floor. Right leg is going to now go all the way back. Drop on your knees, roll your shoulders back, and give me your first chaturanga of the day. Elbows are pointing towards your rib cage. You're catching it. Roll your shoulders back, dropping as far as you feel comfortable, and lift up into cobra. Staying here for just a little bit. I want you to really feel the beautiful arch, the openness in your core muscles. Gently roll over, look over your right shoulder. Nice, nice. Deep inhale and left shoulder. A couple more times. Try not to sink into your shoulders. We'll try that in just a sec. One more time. And to the left. Great. Tuck your toes. Straighten your knees, but stay in this position. Upward facing dog. Move gently side to side. Still opening the hips. Good. From here, inhale and with an exhale, soften your knees, shift your hips all the way back, and then straighten once again into downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward. Standing tabletop. Inhale, soften your knees, and open up into mountain pose again. This time, clasp your hands, rotate your hands upwards again, and this time, lean to the left first. See if you can go just a tiny bit deeper. Inhaling, coming through the center. You should be feeling openness, and to the right. Come through the center, lean back. And from here, separate your arms, keeping the arch in your back. Drop down, swan dive. Standing tabletop again. And then from here, soften your knees. And right leg goes all the way back. Crescent. Open up. I'm going to be facing away from you guys so that you see what I'm looking for on the other side. Good. So inhale and warrior two. Rotating that right heel and separating our arms. Make sure that your left knee is not buckling in. And we're going to go 3 times in and out. Ready? Inhale, right heel. Drop as low as you can into it. And then exhale, warrior two. Make your adjustments. And again, inhale. and exhale. One more time. Inhale forward, drop your shoulders, and exhale. Rotate your left hand now. We're going to reverse our warrior. Lift, open out, lean, and straighten your left leg. Belly is up, chest is up, collarbones are wide. And let's go ahead and go into extended side angle. Left forearm on your left thigh, right arm is extending away from your right leg. Ready? And 3 times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Extended side angle. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come forward. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lean back. One last time. Forward. Beautiful. And through your warrior 2, back into our lunge. Drop. Enter back on the floor. And once again, left leg goes back. If you're ready to go through your chaturanga on your toes, please do. If you're not, drop on your knees, roll your shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale. Back into cobra. I'm going to turn so you see what I'm looking for. We're going to roll our shoulders. And this is how easy to understand what I mean about not sinking into your shoulders. Let's try that. Roll your shoulders. Inhale. Pull them back. Exhale. One more time. Beautiful. Separate your knees. Shift your hips up. And come into child's pose. Release your forehead, relax. Give your lower back a little break here. Reset your breathing if you have lost it. Keep concentrating on it as much as possible. I'm going to turn around. This next set, if you need to do that on your knees, be my guest. If you think that you can and want to challenge yourself, follow me. Take a nice deep inhale. And with that, lift your chin, look in front of you, roll your shoulders back, elbows down, inhale and exhale. Chaturanga. Tuck your toes or stay on your knees, lift up into your plank position, rotate onto the left side of your body. Reach your right arm all the way up. Good, beautiful. And now from here, go ahead and place your right foot on your left calf or on your thigh if you're on your knee. Reach into your fallen tree. One more. Release your right foot. Place it where you took it from. Reach one more time, open up, and with an exhale, right hand come back down on the floor, chaturanga. Inhale at the top, beautiful. Readjust your shoulders, inhale, and with an exhale, come into the plank position, rotate to the right side. Reach your left arm. You can also just stay here if it feels a little bit uncomfortable. Otherwise, find your version of the fallen tree. Reach your left arm as high as you can. Last inhale, release that left leg. And reach behind you. Bring that left hand back down with an exhale. Inhale. Chaturanga. Inhale at the top, And come into a tabletop position for me. For just a minute, we're going to reset and we're going to engage our hips here. And once again, I'm going to go ahead and move around. Shoulders are right under your hands. Shoulders are right over your hands. And knees and your hips are perfectly aligned. Roll your shoulders back. And I want you to create a perfect tabletop position here for just a minute. I want you to engage your belly, supporting your lower back. I want you to feel that between the back of your head and your tailbone, you are at your very best perfect line. Your shoulders are square, so are your hips. Keeping that in mind, you're going to release your left leg, tuck your toes, and straighten that left leg behind you. Right shoulder remains where it does as you release your right arm and stretch it in front, toward the front. Breathe. Right hand comes back down, left knee comes back down, and nothing changes in your back. I just want you to really check and see which muscles you have to engage in order to stay really, really focused. Good. We're going to try and do the same thing on the other side. If I were to put a tray with very, very hot coffee on it, it would not spill. Belly button is into your lower back, supporting it. Release that right leg. Don't spill anything. Tuck your toes. Heel away from the top of your head. Shoulders are still parallel to each other as you release your left arm, stretching it all the way out through the breath. Beautiful. Left hand comes back down on the floor. Right knee comes back down on the floor. Good. We have just reestablished again our connection to our groundness. Tuck your toes, inhale. And with an exhale, we're going to go into our first real downward facing dog. We're going to shift our hips side to side. We're going to drop our chest as low as possible with your back really, really, really arched. We're going to release our right leg. Pointed toes toward the ceiling first. This is our three-legged downward facing dog. Now bend your right knee and rotate it toward the ceiling, dropping that leg to the left side of your body. The balance has shifted. Rearrange it. Shoulders back. I'm going to challenge your balance. If it's too much, you can stay here and just work on the balance. Otherwise, inhale, and with an exhale, bring the right leg to the right side of your body, 90 degrees or as close to it as you can. Inhale, coming back from the original position, twist it at the hips, and exhale, straighten it out. One more time, inhale. All the way back into the twist, and exhale out. From here, look in front of you, bend your right knee, come all the way forward, bringing your right foot on the outside of your right hand. We're going to go into a stretch here, and then we're going to work with this stretch. So, right hand, right leg, left one where you had left it, drop your left knee on the floor. Release your left toes. Good. And make sure that you really can see what it is that I'm doing. Okay, saying this is better. Left hand is on the floor. Place your right hand on that right knee. It's already slightly out to the right side of the body. Press it out, rotate. Your chest now is facing your right knee. Release your right arm behind you. Continue twisting. One more breath. And gently come all the way back in. And we're going to go into lizard. Left forearm comes on the floor. And when ready, you're going to bring your right forearm on the floor as well. Staying here for 5 breaths. And then I'm going to move you into challenge. And if it's too much, you're going to have your own variation of it. 3 more breaths. If it feels comfortable, drop your head. With your next inhale, place your right hand on the floor. If you manage to place that left elbow on the floor and then your left one comes out, tuck your left toes and you're back in this very, very wide lunge. Both hands are on the floor. Rotate your left heel, place it on the floor, bring your left arm up. Good. Continue staying here and working on trying to work your hips a little bit deeper into that, or find your bind. Bring your left arm behind you. Release your right hand, reach under your right thigh and clasp your left hand. Open up your chest, rotate and breathe. Wherever you are, go ahead and very slowly come back in, release that left leg. Perfect. And from here, go ahead and drag that right leg back. Inhale, and then exhale, chaturanga. Toes, chaturanga, knee, chaturanga, or a minute all the other way, it doesn't really matter. Coming back into downward facing dog. Remember, this is your practice. Don't listen. If your body tells you that it's not interested in doing some things, don't worry about it. Great. Inhale, and with an exhale, raise your left leg. So we're trying to figure out what is happening with our balance here. One-legged downward facing dog, chest is down, neck is in line with your spine. Good. And now go ahead and rotate, bend your knee, left knee. And rotate it so that your left knee is now toward the ceiling and the rest of the leg is on the right side of your body. Big and pretty wonderful stretch for the hip flexor. Breathe. Once again, figure out what's happening with the balance. For the next 3 breaths, if you do not want to bring your left leg to the left side, just work here on getting a little deeper into it. Otherwise, inhale. And with an exhale, straighten your left leg to the left. Inhale, and you're back in a twisted position. And exhale out to the left. One more time. Inhaling. And exhaling to the left. And from here, look in front of you and bring that left foot, everybody join, to the left side of the body. Wonderful. All right. So right hand remains on the floor. We are in this wide, very wide lunge. And you're going to rotate and place your left forearm on your left knee. Drop your right knee on the floor. Press the knee out and rotate your chest toward the knee. Should feel really good. Release your right toes for me. It should be really, should feel really good in that left hip. Don't sink into your right shoulder. Everything is still open. And go ahead and reach your left arm behind you. 3 breaths, long neck, really open collarbones. Very nice. From here, go ahead and return it back. And we're gonna go into lizard on the side. Reset, readjust, and please remember to use whatever little toys you've got there to help you with this. Right forearm on the floor, and if available, left forearm on the floor. Breathing here, 5 long breaths. Becomes uncomfortable, come back on the hands. Becomes really uncomfortable, bring your hips all the way back. Shoulders relaxed, close your neck. One more breath. Very nice. And we're gonna lift, starting with our left hand on the floor, and then our right one. Good. And from here, once again, you can either stay and stretch, or you can follow. Right toes tucked in, straighten your right leg, rotate your right foot on its inner edge, and then see if you can put the entire sole of your foot on the floor, reach your right arm up. You can stay here and just breathe, or you can bring your right arm behind you, release your left hand, and grab your right fingers. 3 breaths. This is both a balancing and a very, very intensifying. Be very careful with your body. Release your left hand, release your right one, and bring your right hand forward. Now listen very carefully here. We are facing forward again. You're gonna lift your hips up and you're gonna bring your right foot forward on the outside of your right hand. And drop into yoga squat. Your heels are on the floor. Your toes are not are away from your heels. Your knees are really, really bent. But the most important part here is that you're trying to adjust what is happening to your spine. Relax, open up your chest, place your hands together, press your elbows into your knees, and lift your chest towards your thumb. Very nice. Good. Go ahead and place your hands on the floor, and then your knees, and then come into your child's pose. Give your legs a little bit of a break here. Give your spine and your arms a bit of a break. We're going to practice the waterfall next. If it's too hard, just go into side plank and work at lifting your body as much as possible. Otherwise, go ahead and follow me. Lift with an inhale and with an exhale. Roll your shoulders back, keeping your back really arched. Move into your chaturanga, exhale, and inhale at the very top. Tuck your toes, we are in a plank position. Rotate to the right. Step your left leg over to the right side of your body. Bring your left arm all the way up. Reach your hip as high as possible. Breathe. After your third breath, start your rotation. Place your left foot over to where it belongs. And left hand back on the floor. Drop your hips down. Upward facing dog. Inhale, and with an exhale back into plank position. Rotate onto the left side of your body. Place your right foot and bend your right knee on the left side of your body. Shift your hips up. Draw your right arm away from your face. Breathe. Next, inhale. Start coming out of this one. Right foot comes back to where it belongs. Rotate. Right hand is on the floor. Roll your shoulders back. Chaturanga. Inhale at the top. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Walk your feet all the way towards your hands. Forward fold and relax. Drop your head. Grab the elbows of the opposite arm with your hands and really relax. And we're going to try the same stretch again. Either grabbing your big toes with your hands or grabbing your calves. You're going to take an inhale, pull your shoulders back, flatten your back, and draw your chest as close to your knees as you can. And hopefully you can feel the difference. 2 more breaths. Inhaling, lengthening, and exhaling, folding. One more time. Release your hands, lift up into standing tabletop position, soften your knees, and lift all the way up again into mountain pose. Beautiful. Hands to your heart center. Recenter yourselves. Readjust your shoulders. You have been working pretty hard here. We're going to go ahead and do whatever it is that we have started with, the whole sequence. And what I'm interested in is for you to feel if there's a difference in your body. And I very much hope that there is. You're standing at the very top of the mat. You're going to reach your arms all the way up. Clasp your hands. Rotate them toward the ceiling. Lean to the right side of your body. Can you go a little bit deeper? Do you feel the openness? Inhale, come through the center. And exhale, come all the way to the left. Are you going a little bit further? Are you done with stiffness? Reach your chest forward as you're leaning as far back as you can. Reach your arms to your sides, lift, and come into your forward fold. Great job. Standing tabletop. And from here, soften your knees. Left leg goes back. Drop your left knee on the floor. And again, if you can, draw your right knee more forward than you have before. Reach your arms up. Arch your back. Inhale. And with an exhale, rotate to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Rotate to the right. Inhale up. Bring your hands on both sides of your right leg. Tuck your left toes. Both legs are straight. Drop into this forward fold. 2 more breaths. Lift up. Wonderful. And soften your right knee. Left leg comes forward. Drop into your chair. Lift all the way up. Arms above your head. Clasp your hands. Lift. Come to the left side of your body first. Then to the right side. Then once again, lean back. And release your hands. Keep the arch in your back. Swan dive. Standing tabletop. Soften your knees, right leg back, drop your right knee on the floor. See how far forward you can bring your left knee and reach back. Inhale. And with an exhale, rotate to the left. Drop your arms, left on your right thigh and right on your knee. And again. 2. Inhale, reach the world, reach the sun, and exhale. One more time, all the way up, and then your hands come down on the floor, both sides of your left leg. Tuck your right toes, and straighten both legs. Forward fold, keep shifting your left hip back and right one forward. Keep drawing your right knee down to the mat. Relax your neck, 2 more breaths. One more breath. Wonderful. Soften your knees, look in front of you. Step your right foot forward. Chair pose. I'm going to challenge you now for the last set before we go into full relaxation. Release your arms overhead and see if you can sit into high boat without using your arms. Draw your hips close to your heels. Find your balance using your arms. Sit down, release your feet up in the air. Your shins are now parallel to the floor. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Alternate as you tap your toes to the floor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take a nice deep inhale as you reach your legs away from the crown of your head and lean back. And with an exhale, coming back in. If you have to catch yourselves here at the top to readjust your upper body, please do. 7 more. Ready? Long inhale. And exhale. You're on your tailbone and it's all in your core. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway. Inhale. Exhale. Relax your shoulders. 3. If you happen to take more breath, that's okay. 1 more. Rest in this balancing position for just a minute. We're going to go into low boat for our last set of abs, and then we're going to start to wind down. Good. Inhale, low boat. Staying here. You're going to lift your arms above your head, and with an exhale, move them forward. Halfway. Seven. Hug your knees, place your feet flat on the floor, and very gently roll your spine one vertebra at a time on the mat. Place your hands behind your head. Flatten your shoulder blades against the floor. Flatten your entire back against the floor. Lift your knees up toward the ceiling. Good. And then lift your legs all the way up toward the ceiling. And then go ahead and separate them. And then cross and separate and recross. Just trying to flatten your back. Good. Cross your left leg over your right leg at your thighs. Reach your arms at a T and bring your knees to the right side of your body. Now, please watch that your left shoulder blade does not unglue from the mat. Take your time. We're here for 30 seconds. Relax your breathing. The stretch is all about the distance between your left shoulder and your left knee. Good. Lift all the way up. Again, straighten your legs. Cross them a couple more times. Just rearrange your lower back. And this time it's your right leg that crosses your left one. Bend your knees and send your legs to the left side of your body. Remember to keep your right shoulder blade on the floor. Gently lift up. Bring both of your knees to your chest. Pull and lift your head and bring your nose towards your knees. Shrug your shoulders, take a nice deep inhale. And with an exhale, go ahead and release everything to the earth. Close your eyes and start relaxing. This is your moment. There are no thoughts. You're just observing your body. You're relaxing your toes. You're relaxing your ankles. There's a wave of heaviness that goes through your entire body. It's at your shins and your knees now. You're very mindful. You let go of all the muscles in your body, your thighs and your hips. Let go of the belly. Watch that wave go all the way through your body. Relax your spine, one vertebra at a time. Your rib cage is becoming heavier and heavier. Your lungs. Your heart is relaxed. You can hardly detect your breathing. Very heavy chest, heavy shoulders. Relax your arms all the way from your shoulders through your elbows to your wrists. Relax your neck. Your head is really heavy. Relax your lips and your cheeks. Relax your chin. And finally, relax your throat. Keep observing your body, letting go. This is your moment.
Take a nice deep inhale for me. Wake up your lungs, wake up your rib cage. And exhale and wake up your belly. Stretch your arms all the way overhead. Great. Maybe arch your back. Reach your arms toward the ceiling, tuck your chin, and start to peel your spine once again, one vertebra at a time, until you come into a seated position. Back is very round. It deserves to be round. Open up the distance between your shoulder blades and continue on until you are in a seated forward fold. And from here, take a nice deep inhale. Reach your arms all the way up. Open up your eyes. Look at the ceiling. Find how much farther your ribcage now is from your hips. Reach with your right hand and then with your left. And then place your hands together and draw them down to your heart center. And thank you so very much for joining me today. Namaste. I'm going to unmute you guys.